Most people think sapphires only come in blue, but they also appear in stunning shades of green, pink, and yellow. So, where are these gems found, and how are they transformed into the beautiful stones we admire? There's only one way to find out. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Just like all precious stones, sapphires are buried deep within the earth, waiting to be discovered. These beautiful gemstones come from some of the most exotic places on the planet, including Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Madagascar, and Australia. But before they end up in jewelry stores, sapphires go through a long and fascinating journey that begins millions of years ago. Sapphires form when specific minerals mix together under extreme heat and pressure inside the Earth's crust. Over thousands of years, these minerals crystallize into the stunning gemstones we know today. However, they don't just sit on the surface, waiting to be picked up. Instead, they are trapped in rock formations called primary deposits. These rocks act as nature's safes, locking away the precious stones until something forces them out. There are two main ways sapphires are found in nature. These include primary deposits and secondary deposits. Primary deposits are where the sapphires remain inside the original rock they formed in. But getting them out is no easy task. It requires mining deep into the ground and breaking apart tons of rock to reach the hidden gems inside. This method is usually more expensive and time-consuming, but can lead to high-quality stones. On the other hand, secondary deposits happen when natural forces like rain, wind, and flowing water erode the rocks over time. As the rocks break down, the sapphires are released and carried away by rivers and streams. Eventually, they settle in riverbeds and gravel pits, where miners can find them mixed in with other stones. These sapphires are often smoother and more rounded because of their long journey through the water. But did you know that of all the countries, Sri Lanka is famous for producing some of the world's most breathtaking sapphires? The country has been mining these gems for over 2,000 years, making it one of the oldest sapphire sources in the world. However, Myanmar, formerly known as Burma, is home to some of the rarest and most valuable sapphires, known for their deep and vivid colors. Now, Madagascar is a newer source, but it has quickly become one of the biggest suppliers of sapphires globally. Australia, on the other hand, is known for producing dark blue sapphires that have a unique, mysterious charm. But no matter where they come from, sapphires are a true wonder of nature. From being formed under intense heat and pressure to being carried by rivers or hidden deep within the earth, these gemstones have an incredible story long before they ever reach a jeweler's hands. So, how exactly are sapphires pulled out of the ground? We'll get to that shortly, but make sure to subscribe to our channel for more great insights on how things are made from scratch. Now, mining sapphires isn't just about digging in the ground and hoping to find something shiny. It takes skill, patience, and sometimes even a little bit of luck. Depending on where the sapphires are found, miners use different methods to extract them. Some of these methods are simple and traditional, while others involve heavy machinery and advanced techniques. One of the most common ways to mine sapphires is through artisanal mining. This method is used in places where sapphires are found in secondary deposits, meaning they have been washed away from their original rock and settled in riverbeds or gravel pits. Artisanal miners use basic tools like shovels, sieves, and pans to search for these gems. They scoop up gravel from riverbeds, wash away the dirt, and carefully inspect the remaining stones to find sapphires. It's a slow and labor-intensive process, but it has been used for centuries and is still widely practiced today. However, in places where sapphires are still locked inside hard rock formations, a different approach is needed. Here, miners have to dig deep underground, sometimes going dozens of feet below the surface. Large-scale mining operations use heavy equipment like bulldozers and drilling machines to break apart the rock and extract the raw gemstones. And once the rocks are crushed, they go through a sorting process to separate the sapphires from the rest of the material. Some miners use a method called open pit mining. This involves removing large sections of earth to expose the sapphire-rich layers underneath. Unlike underground mining, open pit mining allows for easier access to the gemstones, but it also requires more land to be dug up. But despite the environmental impact, this method is used in many places where sapphires are found in large quantities. Another technique used in sapphire mining is called shaft mining. In this method, miners dig vertical tunnels deep into the ground to reach the primary deposits where sapphires are hidden. These tunnels can be small and narrow, just big enough for a miner to squeeze through, or they can be wide enough to fit mining equipment. Once inside, miners carefully extract the gemstones and bring them to the surface for sorting and processing. Regardless of the method used, sapphire mining requires a sharp eye and a lot of patience. But not every rock contains a sapphire, and even when a miner finds one, it might not be the deep blue gemstone they hoped for. Some sapphires are cloudy, too small, or have cracks that make them less valuable. That's why skilled miners and gem experts play a crucial role in finding the best stones. So, as you can see, sapphire mining is a fascinating process that blends ancient techniques with modern technology. Whether it's a small-scale miner panning in a river or a large mining company using high-tech machines, the goal is always the same: to uncover these precious gems and bring their natural beauty to the world. Before we dive into how rough sapphires are polished to perfection, hit the comments and let us know, what's your favorite sapphire color? Once miners dig up rough sapphires, the transformation process is about to begin. If you've ever seen a sapphire fresh from the ground, you might not even recognize it. These stones look like dull, cloudy rocks. Some might have a hint of color, but nothing close to the dazzling gems you see in jewelry stores. That's because raw sapphires are covered in layers of unwanted material, and their natural beauty is locked inside. Now, before a sapphire can shine, expert gem cutters, also known as lapidaries, must carefully examine each stone. This is a crucial step because no two sapphires are exactly the same. The cutter looks at the sapphire's natural shape, color, clarity, and any inclusions, which are tiny flaws inside the stone. In fact, some inclusions are so small that they can only be seen with a magnifying glass, while others are more visible and can affect how light passes through the gem. Once the cutter understands the stone's unique qualities, they decide on the best shape and cut. Some sapphires are better suited for round or oval shapes, while others look best in fancy shapes like pear or cushion cuts. The goal is to keep as much of the sapphire intact while also making it sparkle as much as possible. The next step is shaping the stone. This is done with a grinding wheel, which slowly removes rough edges and gives the sapphire its basic shape. After that, the real art begins. The cutter adds multiple flat surfaces called facets. Facets are the secret to a sapphire's brilliance. They act like tiny mirrors, bouncing light around inside the stone and making it shine. This process takes skill and patience, because one wrong cut can ruin the sapphire or make it lose its sparkle. That's why experienced lapidaries spend years perfecting their craft. They have to be precise and know exactly where to place each facet to bring out the sapphire's best color and brilliance. Once the facets are in place, the sapphire goes through a polishing process. This final step removes any scratches and makes the stone smooth and glossy. And after polishing, the sapphire is finally ready to be set into jewelry. So, from a rough, unremarkable rock, it has transformed into a dazzling gemstone that can last forever. Considering the challenging process of mining and polishing sapphires, would you say they're the most precious gems of all? Share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll tell you what makes them truly special. In case you didn't know, sapphires have fascinated people for thousands of years. Kings and queens wore them in their crowns. Warriors carried them into battle for protection, and some even believed they had magical powers. But what makes these gemstones truly special? For starters, sapphires are incredibly strong. They rank just below diamonds on the hardness scale, meaning they can resist scratches and everyday wear better than most other gemstones. This makes them a great choice for engagement rings, necklaces, and other jewelry that people wear daily. Because unlike softer gems, sapphires don't easily lose their shine or get damaged over time. Another reason sapphires stand out is their incredible range of colors. While most people think of them as blue, they actually come in almost every color of the rainbow. Yep, they come in pink, yellow, green, purple, and orange. But did you know that even white sapphires exist? However, the rarest and most valuable type is called a Padparadscha sapphire, which has a stunning mix of pink and orange hues. Now, the color of a sapphire depends on the minerals present when it was forming deep inside the earth. For example, traces of iron and titanium create blue sapphires, while chromium gives them a pink or red tint. This natural variety means that no two sapphires are exactly alike. Sapphires also have a unique ability called pleochroism. This means they can show different colors when viewed from different angles. A single blue sapphire might look slightly greenish from one angle and deep royal blue from another. This makes them even more fascinating to look at. Throughout history, sapphires have been symbols of wisdom, loyalty, and protection. Some cultures believed they could bring good luck, while others thought they could protect against evil spirits. Even today, many people choose sapphires for special jewelry pieces because of their rich history and deep symbolism. So, with their beauty, durability, and variety, it's no wonder sapphires are one of the most beloved gemstones in the world. Whether set in a royal crown or a simple ring, they continue to capture hearts and stand the test of time. Now, I know you're wondering, which sapphires are the most expensive ever made? Well, some sapphires are so rare and valuable that they sell for millions of dollars at auctions. The most famous is the Bluebell of Asia, a stunning 392-carat sapphire that sold for over $17 million. This deep blue gemstone is one of the largest and most valuable sapphires ever discovered. Another legendary sapphire is the Star of Adam, a 1,404-carat star sapphire found in Sri Lanka. This breathtaking gemstone has a rare star-like effect when light hits it, making it even more unique. While its exact value is unknown, experts believe it could be worth over $100 million. The Rockefeller sapphire is another famous piece. This 62-carat deep blue sapphire once belonged to the wealthy Rockefeller family. It was sold for over $3 million, proving that high-quality sapphires are worth just as much as diamonds. These sapphires are valuable because of their size, color, and rarity. The deeper the blue and the fewer inclusions a sapphire has, the more expensive it becomes. That's why the finest sapphires are often worth millions, making them some of the most prized gemstones in the world. Now, head to the comments and tell us what you think about sapphires. And if you'd like to know exactly how things are made in motion, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one.